far side. Was that Schubach that made the best of the starts? Indeed it was, so perhaps he's been saving it for his last ride because he's not been scoring well through the afternoon, but it certainly is Schubach leading. Now working his way through up into second place, going after the lead as well, I think, as they come round off that top turn. Philippe Ostian, the Frenchman, in third place at the moment. But keep your eye on Vince Kinchin. Can he go after Serge Schubach as he comes around off that bottom turn? He certainly can. And as he gets himself to the front, Vince Kinchin is now second to follow. And Ostian in third place, but Philippe Ostian comes through to second as they go down the back straight. So Vince Kinchin looking for maximum points from this one. The Frenchman, Philippe Ostian, in second place. Serge Schubach in third spot at the moment. And now we've got another Frenchman, Fabrice Ostian, coming through in fourth spot. He now goes after Schubach as well to try and get third. And in fact, Philippe Ostian has closed up on Vince Kinchin. So, first could be challenged as they come round that bottom bend. It'll be the checkered flag this time, and I'm sure the experience of Vince Kinchin will keep him there as he takes the checkered flag. Ostian gets second, Schubach after that terrific start gets third place, and Fabrice Ostian finishes in fourth. So, Vaughan Roberts, the last to come into line, as the starters now fallen up to the tapes. Charles lets them go, they get underway. Craig Cheatham has made a good one, Ira Matthews has made a good one as well. John Halsey and Joseph Lenny get to the front as they go into that first turn. Ira Matthews on that bottom turn, he's trying to get places as well from the back of the field, but as we look to the front, it's Ira Matthews trying to find a way through on the inside. John Halsey and Joseph Glennie been eased out as they go into that top end. And Ira Matthews has let him through on the inside. John Halsey it is that gets to the front. Great race between these two as Ira Matthews hasn't given up the challenge yet. So it's on a long way round as they go into the last lap. It was trying to pick up speed for an attack down the straight. And Paul Johnson, all the time that's been going on, has got closer and closer to the Craig Cheatham. Comes towards the checkered flag, knows he needs a win here, he gets the win. Ira Matthews gets second, Craig Cheatham in third and Paul Johnson in fourth.
The lads on walking in the pub last Saturday night. I said we'd give him a shirt and a cap. He was drinking lemonade. I always have to make that point because he is only 17. We offered him a shirt and a cap if he came in the first three today. Well, I think it's going to cost us a shirt and a cap at the moment. The lad's flying, he's on 41. But is it all about Mark Wadsworth and Graham Thomas? Don't... Thomas gets a tremendous start and he leads as they go into first turn. Wadsworth on the outside, Smith on the inside. David Knowles he's there as well, but as they go round the first turn it's Richard Smith. But it's Thomas who goes. Paul Kingston able So back in 6th place at the moment is our Paul. So we look to our left, and it's Thomas leading from Smith, from Wadsworth, from Scott, from Knowles, from Cooper, and that's the orders. They go in the bottom 10, and it's still Graham Thomas leading. Richard Smith. It's Scott behind them, and then it's Paul Cooper. But here comes Wadsworth from absolutely nowhere. Smith on the inside, Wadsworth, Thomas, that's the order. Thomas doing all he knows, goes on the outside. Thomas second, Richard Smith up the middle. Richard Smith's the spoiler in this one. Wadsworth leads as they go in the bottom 10. No, he doesn't. Richard Smith takes it up. Smith, Wadsworth, Thomas, here comes Graham. Tremendous stuff. Wadsworth comes off the bend. Richard Smith and Mark Wadsworth go over together, and Mark Wadsworth is champion again. 13 times, and Wadsworth at 39 comes back to be British champion for the 30th time. Unbelievable stuff. Absolutely unbelievable. No. Wow. There will never be a better 250 final at the British final than that. I just hope these lads come round and just give them a round of applause, because you will never see a better 250 race than that.
Pressure's on as they get underway. John Halsey's made a good start. Ivor Matthews has stayed with him, and Ivor Matthews has gone round the outside. So what can John Halsey and Jason Glennie do about this, as they've got a very quick line on? Because he's got on the inside of Kenny Hamill. While Ivor Matthews is now trying to get on the inside of Mark Edwards, this all gets very, very close. Mark Edwards now goes to the outside of Kenny Hamill, as Kenny Hamill is slowed by John Halsey and Jason Glennie. Edwards getting that gap between him and John Halsey, but Mark Edwards has forced his way in, and Mark Edwards now looks to be going after John Halsey as they go into that top bend. John Halsey again tries to slow things in the middle of that event. In second place. He's very quick up the straight, and he's got John Halsey. Mark Edwards and Miles Simmons get to the front, and look at Ivor Matthews challenging for third as well, as John Halsey and Jason Glennie have to sit in second as they come to the line. Mark Edwards gets it. John Halsey in second. Kenny Hamill, terrific riding, finishes in third place. So I'm sure all the pit crews are now watching anxiously what the points are doing, because remember, it's only 8 that go into that big final. idea if I was going to see the look, or he's completely missed the gate this time. He's certainly getting good to the record at the moment. That's the lead. There's the young German at the moment. Over Rudolph. Second for him is Steve Schofield. Over Rudolph knows that the good fight. Working his way around the outside. Going very after the lead. Number 7. Then Henry is just working his way up in the third place. But Steve Schofield holds that lead. But we're going to move up as well, and then it's still up into the first place. And very well do enough to get into the final. Second, then January third, and then Cunningham in fourth, Verlaine in fifth. Oh, now it really is a case of just transferring all the points through and finding out who are the top 8 that goes in that phase.
No, we haven't, away they go. Final, and it is Tony Atkin who leads. Neil Taylor on the outside. Wayne Borders a good start up the inside. So does Glenn Phillips. Tony Atkin who leads. But it's Tony Atkin who leads from Neil Taylor in second place. And look at Neil Taylor. Great stuff. John Underwood third. If they hold these positions, then Tony Atkin is going to be the champion. John Underwood has got to do something about it. Fourth, Dave Rumsey in fifth. That's the orders. They come off the bend, and here comes Taylor. And Atkin looks behind him. If they finish in these positions, wow, what's going to happen? I think John Underwood could win it. John Underwood in third, Wayne Broadhurst in fourth, and Atkin leads as they go into the bottom turn from Neil Taylor, from John Underwood, from Wayne Broadhurst, from Dave Rumsey, from Ricky Scarborough. Neil Taylor can get by. It might be a different result, but no, Tony Atkin wins it. Neil Taylor second, John Underwood third. Wayne Broadhurst, Dave Rumsey and Ricky Scarborough, and behind them Glenn Phillips. A disappointing place there for Glenn. Well, don't take my word for it, but it looks as though Tony Atkin has come from behind. John Underwood went into the final. I'm decent, but I'm sure that the way the point system works, don't take my word for it, that we have, for the third time, Tony Atkin as British champion. He knows it. We'll confirm it in just a moment.
Who's going
7. Remind you that number 16 is Julian Phipps. And let's look at the numbers. Well, Norbert Gruger, number 15, is out, so 20, Chris Tritton comes in. Those are the changes in this one. Oh, away we go, and I'm looking for number 1. Joseph Clark, who has got better and better as the afternoon's gone on. He's back in 4th place at the moment as I say that. It's the rider in blue, Fabrice Ostian from France, who in fact is leading. And just as I say that, you can see that Vince Kinchin has taken over. So Vince Kinchin gets to the front. He's got Joseph Ross on the inside. He's got Fabrice Ostian now, who's dropping back in. No, he's not. He's staying in 2nd place. Well, I thought he dropped back to 3rd, but he's kept hold of that 2nd place. And he's still hanging on to Vince Kinchin as they come round off that bottom turn. Now you can see 3rd come through on the inside. Rider number 1 from the Czech Republic, Joseph Ross. Indeed, as they go over that far side, France is really giving him a run for his money as they go into that bottom turn. What can Vince Kinchin do about it? Can Vince Kinchin get this lead back? He chases after Joseph France. Fabrice Ostian still there in 3rd place. As Vince Kinchin says something for the last lap. France goes down the back straight. This is where the challenge is going to come from. If there's going to be one, they come towards the checkered flag. Vince Kinchin watches the rider in front of him. There goes the checkered flag. It's going to be another win for Joseph France. Vince Kinchin gets a valuable 2nd place. So race 23 comes up to the line. They get underway. John Halsey has made a very good start. And he's got Dave Steer on the inside, who knows I say that. He has got a bit so he knows that he needs to get a win here. Dave Steer and Rob Sharrack on 15 points of their 3 rides. So John Halsey is closing the gap on Dave Steer. Follows him round that bottom bend. Looks for a wally pass as they go up this straight in front of me. Number 25, Colin Blackburn and Martin Bailey. Well, he keeps the power on as he comes past us. 1 more lap to go. Colin Blackburn and Martin Bailey still there in 3rd. John Hiscock and Jason Gill still there in 4th. Up towards the checkered flag is going to be victory for John Halsey. Dave Steer takes 2nd. Colin Blackburn takes 3rd. John Hiscock in 4th. to the start. Mitch Gardner's gone on the inside. Paul Hurry's tucked in behind him, and Paul Hurry looks to take over, goes very, very wide. Gets the back under control. Rider number 23. That's Wayne Barrett who's got the lead. Paul Hurry going round the outside though, chasing after him. Gets to know brings it back in under control. Now gets in front. Matt Reed up in third place. Having a good battle with Mitch Godden at the moment. That's Mitch on the inside, and Mitch caught a bit of a crowd in the middle of that point. One more lap to go, and Paul Hurry it is that leads it, but a great scrap going on for what I can say is second and third, really. Problems for Matt Reed as he goes into that turn. Middle of that bend, it was all getting very, very close to that second and third place. There is a red flag, but obviously we had completed 3 laps. Quickly see that Wayne Barrett is up on his feet. As we move to the International Solo B. The top 3, 1, 2 and 3 will get automatic qualification places to the semi-final. If you finish 4th, 5th and 6th, you sit in a reserve position and hope that you get qualification into the semi-finals. So a very important race, this one, the Solo B final. They're already on the start line. I've given you the numbers. We'll pick the names up for you as they go round. As they get underway, it's a terrific start from Patron. He's ready going into that first turn and to the front. But only just as they come out of that first turn, we're looking perhaps for Ricky Scarborough and Paul Knott to come through. As they come off that bottom bend for the first time, it is a rider, number 12. Number 12, of course, is Kenneth Borgenheim from Norway. The Borgenheim leads, but look at Paul Knott coming through. He's up into 3rd place. Ricky Scarborough's in 4th. Paul Knott is up for a place in the semi-final at the moment. He comes around that bottom bend, looking perhaps for 2nd, cuts on the inside, he's pushing for 2nd on the inside of Jim Braun from the Netherlands. So Paul Knott has got himself up in the 2nd place in front of Jim Braun. Chasing after the leader now, Kenneth Borgenhagen, as he goes down the back straight, closing the gap all the time. Paul Knott is in a qualifying place for the semi-final. This is a terrific ride for the youngster as he goes into the last lap. Kenneth Borgenhagen still leads. Paul Knott definitely establishing himself in 2nd. Jim Braun in 3rd place at the moment. With just 3/4 of a lap to go, he's beating off the challenge and staying in 2nd. It's going to be Borgenhagen that gets the automatic qualifying place as they go through to the checker flag. Borgenhagen takes it, Paul Knott gets 2nd, Jim Braun gets 3rd. Well indeed, number 10, Manfred Zimmerman. What a disappointing day for Zimmerman. He finishes in 4th place. He's now got to sit and sweat to see whether there will be a place for him in any one of the semi-finals. we go, and again a mixture of experience and youngsters at this point. And is that Steve Dorr? I can see coming through in third place. John Jeffries at Italy's and Phil Ambrose in second. The front three locked together as they go down that back straight, and Steve Dorr is trying to go through. Steve Dorr gets his front wheel in front of John Jeffries as the three of them come off that bottom turn. Phil Ambrose has come back in second place. John Jeffries. Peter Lewis now moving through as well, but at the very, very front of this race, you've got a great scrap going on between Steve Dorr and Phil Ambrose. Steve Dorr wanting to get a win first time out. Into the last lap he goes. Phil Ambrose wants to get the win. Again, you can see they're battling on the far side. Beneath him as they come towards the line, it's Phil Ambrose that gets it. Terrific race. Steve Dorr looks very, very determined, and whilst he might have said on paper that Matt Reed was going to dominate that race, he just had to watch it all going on in front of him. As they pulled them up to the start line, you can see there's Kenny Hamill and John Richards with no power on. They've asked the starter to hold everybody up while they get it restarted. Quickly get the machinery going. So as they come towards the line, this is the last of the qualifying heat. They get underway, and Duncan Solis has missed the start again. So he's right up the top of the point scoring chart. Richard Thomas has got to the front on that. Kenny Hamill and John Richards, but Paul Johnson comes through. Paul Johnson goes through into third place. So Richard Thomas and Kevin Woodley with the lead at the moment. The wide line on that bottom bend. It's very quick, but it's a long way round. Mark Edwards is trying the outside now. He's looking for an outside line. So he's realised no gas being left on the inside line. Drives hard round this bottom bend. It's the last lap flag for them this time as they come round. Richard Thomas and Kevin Woodley would be finding a way into the final with a win here. As they go round that top bend. This time Marcus switched to the inside and it's going to be close to the line, but Richard Thomas does it. Mark Edwards in second, Kenny Hamill in third. Well, that really was a brilliant ride for Richard Thomas and who's going to take this win. Gary Jackson goes into the lead as they go in that bottom. Rob Wilson's back in 5th place at the moment. He's got some work to do. And it all changes in that bottom turn as both Victor, Rob Winterburn and Chris Winterburn in fact. There in that top turn. As Gary Jackson and Carlton don't mind at all. They're getting away from the rest of the field. Victor still there in 2nd place. Rob Wilson's now got up into 3rd. He's gone the long way around the outside of Rob and Chris Winterburn. And that's not going to be an easy task at all. 1 more left to go for Gary Jackson and Carl Poole. Carl looks over his shoulder, no pressure coming at the moment. Rob Wilson has closed up on Mick Toll, looks for a gap on the inside. They come round and it's going to be first victory in his first race for Gary Jackson and Carl Poole. Rob Wilson and Tony Miles take 2nd, Mick Toll and Tony Baisby take 3rd. Joe Screen at number 17, we're with Jeremy Doncaster number 6, Paul Hurry number 86, Trevor Banks number 12, Mick Groen number 47, number 83 is Bill Ashcroft, number 173 is Neil Taylor, and 158 Wayne Broadhurst. That's how they come to the line. The points at the moment, Joe Screen and Jeremy Doncaster on 28. Paul Hurry on 24, Trevor Banks on 20, Mick Groen on 17, Bill Ashcroft on 15, Neil Taylor on 12 and Wayne Broadhurst on 10. Well, the gate positions will have all been decided. Those with the top points would get first choice of gate. Interesting perhaps that I've seen some excellent gates from these outside gates, and yet all the top point scorers have gone to the inside. Now that could be interesting in itself. Watch for them to go. Who's made the best on the inside? Joe Screen tries to follow him. Those two on the inside as they come round. Joe Screen has got to the front, but only just. Pulling it back. Paul Hurry right up in the front there at the moment. Those two together as they come round the pit bend. Paul Hurry cuts back underneath. Joe Screen has Paul Hurry on the inside. He follows them both into that top bend. Joe Screen tries to take the line from Paul Hurry as they come out of the bend, and he's done that successfully. He gets away with Hurry in 2nd place, Jeremy Doncaster in 3rd at the moment. Is that how they're going to sit there? All three at the top of the point scoring. They know a good point score here will get them into that final. Mick Groen inside with Trevor Banks in that 4th place, and Mick Groen goes after 3rd. Mick Groen from the Nolan gets in front of Jeremy Doncaster. Jeremy Doncaster comes back at him though. Real battle on for that 3rd place, and Trevor Banks joins in as well. 5th at the moment. He comes through into 4th place, or has he? All three of them are closing up on Paul Hurry. Still now going in that top bend. Terrific ride in from Mick Groen from the Netherlands. He's up in 3rd place. Trevor Banks got Jeremy Doncaster to team with him. Donkey goes on the inside of him. 5th as really Joe Screen has got away from the rest of them. He takes the checkered flag. Paul Hurry finishes in 2nd. Mick Groen, I think, just managed that 3rd place in front of Trevor Banks. As they go away from the start, And looks to me like Brett Osborne has got the best of the starts as they go into that first turn. White numbers up there as well. Patron roller on the inside of Paul White. Out, you can see that it's allowed Brett Osborne and Tony Bemister to get away. Lee Ray chases after him as he now establishes himself in second, but Matt from Roller still close to him and trying to find a way through on the inside. Problems in that top end. Still, Matt from Roller battling with Lee Ray to try and get second place. He's moved his way through. Oh, that's disappointing for Paul and Mark Whitelam as they push their outfit off into the centre green. He wants to see them come towards him off that flag. Brett Osborne and Tony Bemister going for a terrific start to the day, but Matt from Roller got other ideas. Matt and Andy Wilson close up on the back wheel of Brett Osborne. Possibly a challenge coming in the last turn. They look to team up as they go into the last bend. Holding it very, very tight. It looks as if they're looking for acceleration on the inside, unless they just regret the driving, lift with the output in the air. So, a second place it's got to be for Matt from Roller, but a win first time out for Brett Osborne and Tony Bemister. They get underway for this second semi-final. You can see that one outfit's left on the start, but as they get underway, it's John Halsey and Jason Glennie that have made the best of the starts. They're all together for second, third and fourth though as they sort themselves out on this first turn. Is coming up best in second. Alan and John Blurd in there mixing it as well. They've gone wide in the pit bend. And it is Mark Edwards that's now chasing after John Halsey at the front. Dave Steer has gone around the outside and got up into third place. Gary Jackson now coming through for fourth. But Mark Edwards is pushing John Halsey. He's not going to be contention in second place. And he's letting John Halsey know that he's there, and John Halsey lost a bit of grip. Well, he's desperately fighting to get the grip back again, but you can see the back wheel spinning. He wasn't putting power to the floor, and it gave Mark Edwards the advantage, but not quite enough. John Halsey. But Mark Edwards is saying, well, fair enough, I'll go the long way round. He tucks in behind him, going to the back straight and changes. He goes on the inside. Tremendous racing from Mark Edwards and Miles Simmons. Kidding John Halsey that he had to stay on the outside. Tremendous racing from Mark Edwards and Miles Simmons. Terrific sidecar racing. That's only the semi-final. We've got the final to come. Go then as they go down the back straight. We're looking to see who's made the best of the stars, and as they go into that first turn, it looks like number 4 James Rogers has got to the front. We saw that out here as they come round. Indeed, James Rogers has got to the front. Got Paul Bickley and Carl Pugh, in fact I've been told, is the passenger for Paul this afternoon. So normally riding with Gary Jackson, Carl Pugh stepping in to help Paul Bickley this afternoon. He's sitting in second place. Dave Steer and Rob Sharrock's in third at the moment. But it is the youngsters James Rogers and James that have got away. So a lot of work to be done by the outfit further down the field. As Dave Steer now looks to make a challenge on Paul Bickley. Goes round the outside of him, does he, on the far side. Well, he certainly looks to be setting himself up. He's going for a challenge on this top turn. Will he stay on the outside? I think he's been forced to because they've actually caught James Rogers as they come into this finishing straight. It still means there's a bit of a hole there for Paul Bickley to stay in, and Dave Steele now looks to be making the same move on James Rogers as he goes into this top bend. James Rogers and Damien James must know that Dave Steele is there. Well, Dave Steele changes his mind, cuts back on the inside, terrific riding from Dave Steele. Well, he changed his mind completely in the middle of that bend, and I just wonder whether whoever was sitting in line actually did give him that as they come across the line. Just endorses the quality of entry that we've had here at the International Berks Bonanza. So they call the riders up. Where is the challenge going to come from? Who will take the consolation final? Oh, away we go. Ben Phillips has made a good start on the Phil Ashcroft at the best of it. As they go down the back straight, it's that Hanley that's coming through. We look to the far side. It is Jason Hanley that's trying to get on the inside. Putting themselves out as they come round off that bottom turn, and Hanley gets to the front. Phil Ashcroft in second. Neil Taylor has come through in fourth place. But it really is Jason Hanley that wants to make this one his. So disappointed, I'm sure, that he didn't make the A final. But he'll go out in style as he comes round that bottom bend. Good scrap going on for second place, Glenn Phillips and Phil Ashcroft. Glenn Phillips getting through for second. Neil Taylor trying to get in on the seat as well. They go round that top bend. You can see that Jason Hanley looks to be, or is he slowing down? Now just as I said that, I thought he was taking it very, very casually, but I wonder if he's hit problems. Because Glenn Phillips has certainly closed on him. Again, he looks over his shoulder. Taylor is now starting to work his way through the field and he'll put himself up into third place. So that gap has certainly closed between first and second, and again Jason Hanley looks over his shoulder. Oh, he's closed right up on him now, and you can see to take this consolation final. Jason Hanley tries to come back at him, but it is Glenn Phillips who takes it. Jason Hanley in second, Neil Taylor in third, but Ashcroft in fourth. John Underwood in fifth place. Cleanly, he's made the best of the start. Mike Hughes again, but I think Paul Cooper and Steve Dorr both great for the second to go into that first turn. So once again Mike Hughes has made a very good start, but not able to hold it in that first turn. Paul Cooper goes on the inside of Steve Dorr. Steve Dorr comes back at Paul Cooper. Tremendous scrap this one promises to be. Steve Dorr forced to go wide, and Paul Cooper holding a very good line on the inside. Paul Cooper has held it on that bend, but Steve Dorr is not out of contention. Looks for the inside on the bottom bend. Cuts across Paul Cooper. Paul will look to hold it tight again on this top bend as Steve Dorr goes very, very wide. Oh, Paul Cooper has indeed got it done. So Steve Dorr gets right out in the loop. Cuts back underneath again. So, two totally different styles as they go into these bottom turn for the third time. Paul Cooper holding it very, very tight indeed. What a talent this Paul Cooper is turning out to be this year. And I'm sure there's a lot of people hoping that he will qualify through to the Masters at this meeting today. And he locks it sideways, which gives the edge back to Steve Dorr. Steve Dorr comes underneath Paul Cooper and gets to the front, but again he's gone wide. There goes the checkered flag. I think, but I only think, He went to seesaw. I'll check with the lap stewards, but once again, a tremendous solo race. Jeremy Doncaster has come to the outside, and that's interesting. Perhaps he's working on the gamble that even if he gets stuck on the outside, he continues going around the outside of that first bend, cut back in when it's important on the exit of the first bend. Now that's alright as a theory, as long as you haven't got too much traffic that's going the same speed as you on the inside. Now the sort of traffic that we can get on the inside, you can see Trevor Banks, Steve Schofield, they've all gone to the inside. Mick Braun we've seen had some tremendous starts this afternoon, he's right on the inside. So it promises to be a scrap to that first bend. Who is going to take the 1999 Berks Bonanza final? They get underway. It's a good swing start. Joe Screen, in fact, on the inside has worked his way through that first turn. They've all sorted themselves out. Jeremy Doncaster is on the outside of Joe Screen. So Joe Screen just breaks into the front as he comes round the pit bend. Jeremy Doncaster cuts back underneath. Jeremy Doncaster it is, he's going after Joe Screen. Well, hurrying up in third place. Kelvin Tatum, the contender, as Kelvin drops himself into third place. Paul Hurry is in fourth at the moment, but going for third. He's not letting Kelvin Tatum get away from him. But Joe Screen is certainly getting away. Joe Screen away from the rest of the battles that are going on. Looks over his shoulder. He's got Jeremy Doncaster in second. He's got Kelvin Tatum in third. Paul Hurry in fourth. He's going in fifth, and Tatum has gone through in front of Jeremy Doncaster. Now, has he been caught in too much traffic? Can he still do it? Donkey wants to come back at him as they go into the pit bend, into the last lap this time as they come round. Joe Screen it is, that's still leading. Kelvin Tatum goes after him. Has he left it too late? Is he still trying to do it? Kelvin Tatum, the world number one, is the only man I know that could possibly do it. But as he goes down the back straight, it's asking an awful lot. Jeremy Doncaster still there in third. Joe Screen slows as he comes into the pit bend, sets himself up for the final line, and it's going to be a win for Joe Screen. Kelvin Tatum takes second, Paul Hurry in third. Jeremy Doncaster offers a terrific fight finishing in fourth. So what a tremendous final that turned out to be. Well, we talk about things being sorted out on the first bend, but look at Joe Screen. He's been there and thereabouts on these big circuits. But today, he's taken the Berks Bonanza. It's great to see Joe Screen in this sort of form. Well, I'm sure you're going to see that front wheel in the air all the way along the straight. Terrific ride from Joe Screen. Kelvin Tatum, well, that's what can happen when you've got that sort of class out with you. He got caught in the traffic. Paul Hurry, tremendous late challenge to get himself up into third. I'm sure that'll be the Oxford Speedway supporters. But what about Jeremy Doncaster? Well, he isn't riding Speedway at the moment, but he certainly does look to be in the same old form that we've got used to seeing him in. The best of the starts, it's again James Rogers has made a good start. We saw him do that in the first ride. Now Matt from Roller is right up there as well, and he's that Neil Owen that's there as well. Neil Owen right on the outside, he's got the on the inside of him. Richard Thomas up in third place, but not forgetting Neil Owen right on the outside. Oh, it is James Rogers and Damien James that are having a good day this afternoon. They've had a terrific ride in their first ride. They've gone out there and had another terrific start. Matt from Roller watching things though. Matt from Roller trying to find a way through on the inside. Richard Thomas watching what's going on in front of him. Knows that Matt from Roller will be trying to push for that lead. If there's any gaps or any errors, then you know that Richard Thomas will capitalise on it. Again, tries to get through on the inside. Pushing hard. Richard Thomas forcing these outfits on. And And he's found a gap on the inside. He's got up into second place. Now he goes after Mark Rogers, and indeed as he got his nose in front. A very determined ride from Richard Thomas and Kevin Woodley. Oh, James Rogers and Damien James can now only watch them go through as the checkered flag goes. Absolutely filled in as they went over the line. James Rogers finishing in second place once again, but that's good consistent scoring, and they certainly are showing everybody else how to get off the... Now as they get underway, Rustling has made a good one. John Halsey's gone with him as well. Mark Edwards is right up there as the three of them go into that first bend together. Oh, Mark Edwards tries to lock it up as he goes in the bend, and indeed he's gone very, very right. Gary Jackson comes through on the inside. Graham actually have got away. While all the mayhem was going on in that first bend, it was indeed Rustling and Graham Ashby that have got away. Well, we've got an outfit on the outside of the circuit. Indeed, as they slow down, it does look as if it was John Halsey that is stopped in the middle of that bend. So, indeed, we've seen a red flag. What disappointment that must be for Rustling and Graham Ashby. Oh, it's very, very tense in these situations. Oh, I talked about where they were sitting on that start line. They all indeed, the three of them, got together in that first bend. I felt that Mark Edwards was travelling very, very quickly on the inside. He had John Halsey on the outside of him. The two of them went very, very wide on that first bend. It left enormous gaps for everybody else to come through. Made a very good start, but this time Gary Jackson has gone with him. John Halsey's on the inside of Gary Jackson as they all get to that first bend together. Well, it is Rustling and Graham Ashby that have got away, so they're in the position they were before it was stopped. Of him and Richard Thomas at the back. John Halsey goes after Gary Jackson. Rustling gets away from them again though. Can John Halsey take Gary Jackson in this top corner? He's very, very close to him. Works around on the inside, trying to find a way through. John Halsey moves up the back straight, going very, very quickly indeed now. Rob Wilson trying to find a way through. Mark Edwards is now trying to work his way through as well. So Mark Edwards in 4th place, Rob Wilson in 6th place. And Rustling's in problems. Rustling pulls out with problems at the pit bend. It means that John Halsey is now leading, but Gary Jackson comes back at him. Mark Edwards has gone through as well as they go into this top bend. Gary Jackson locks it up going into that top bend. He comes to first in second place. Mark Edwards is on the inside together. It's Gary Jackson that takes it. Mark Edwards takes second. John Halsey in third. They are back with a vengeance. Well, whatever the problem was, terrific disappointment for Rustling, but what a finale it meant for us. All on the last bend, Gary Jackson back. That's all I can really say, that Gary Jackson has not occasionally to say that he's returned, but this has got to be the finest victory for him and Carl Pugh so far this season. Tremendous race.
Yeah.
to get underway. We're looking to see who's made the best of it, and there's Reg Blackburn on the inside. John Hiscock, you can see on the far outside. Three together as they go in that first bend. They sort themselves out low, and John Hiscock has gone the long way round. Reg Blackburn. On the pit bend as well, but he does look now to have a wheel in front, but Reg Blackburn responds. So Reg Blackburn up into the lead. Colin working hard, helping Dan out, I think, in this qualifier. Looked as if he just got a wheel in front on this pit bend, but Reg Blackburn has responded brilliantly, and he's now making John Hiscock work very hard if he wants to make it 2 out of 2 wins. And around the outside he goes once again. One more lap to go. This promises to be a good one. Now sitting in third spot is Ray and Jarno Glasscock, but Reg Blackburn looks as if he wants to make this one his. Ray and Jarno Glasscock close up on John Hiscock in his final bend. As the checkered flag goes, that's how it's going to finish. Reg Blackburn gets the win, John Hiscock in second, and Ray Glasscock in third.